Yeah, how about you guys over there?
Oh, we did same suit, same bowl,
That's good.
Make sure that this. Good afternoon. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but we are downtown by Chamber Street. We're actually right by the train station. I'm just going to go ahead and move around these cars. It is rush hour right now. I wouldn't understand why it's rush hour. It's Saturday, but whatever. So we're right by Chamber Street. I just finished a very lovely little snack at Starbucks. Honestly, like, not the greatest company, but they do make a damn good coffee, I gotta say that. So, I miraculously found my GoPro Hero 7. It hid itself in the most unsuspecting place that I would have ever thought to look. What camera does he have? Excuse me, what camera do you have? Nikon, what kind?
850.
Very nice. I'm a Canon guy myself. See you later.
$25.
Alright. I always ask people about their cameras when I see them on the street, since I have one of my own that I've been doing lately. Anyway, back to the little story here. Not very important, but either way, I found the GoPro 7 and I returned my Hero 8 because I realized the battery didn't last for more than an hour, even though it claimed it's supposed to be lasting for more than like an hour and a half. So I wasn't really okay with that. There were things that I liked about it a lot, but overall I'm glad to have this one back. I miss the Hero 7. Battery is good, quality is good. That's the one that I recommend to people, honestly. So today we are going to walk around Wall Street, and then we're going to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, and that is the plan today. I have 3 hours of battery life, so it should be a fun little day today. We are actually getting a lot closer to the One World Trade Center. I did get the chance to go up several months ago, just as a spontaneous trip, just to see what it was like. And it's a very beautiful and slightly anxiety-driving view from up there. It definitely should be, it's a place that everyone should go at least once, especially if you live in New York City, just to see what the highest point of New York City actually looks like. But so we are just making our way down to the center of Wall Street, and hopefully it won't be too crowded. I kind of wanted to go on a Saturday in the afternoon intentionally because the crowds can get pretty hectic. So we like to have nice open spaces that we can gallop. There's actually a train station slash mall that was built up fairly recently from here. I'm sure everybody knows about it. I forgot the name, but I always think it looks like a whale's spine. It looks like a skeleton of a whale. You'll see it in a second. You really can't miss it. I might have to switch my arms because my left is starting to get tired because I'm holding my coffee in the other hand. So we're gonna take a slight detour. This is more around Wall Street area. All right, there we go, switched hands. But we'll go down there anyway later because we're gonna walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. And it is quite a sight, actually. Now, there is a bit of a tragic story about this exact area. So this is Borough Manhattan Community College right here, at least one of the buildings. And this big building here is actually blocking the tallest building in the United States, which is the One World Trade Center. But from when 9/11 hit, unfortunately, this building got taken down. And many students lost their lives when the two towers came down. And then they rebuilt it to this building. And it's actually pretty fancy inside there. Maybe we can walk around at some point, but not today. French vanilla coffee is great. I don't know if it's real, but it's damn good. So, we're gonna go walk through the whale skeleton for just a moment. And we're actually gonna go across to the east side entrance because we're gonna walk to the east side anyway. Because that's where the bull is and that's where the bridge. So everything that we're gonna want is in that general area. It's nice to have this thing back. There it is. Am I right or am I right? It looks exactly like a whale's skeleton. And that's why I call it that. It's actually really trippy inside. It's like very Fifth Element futuristic, but I guess that's what all these modern buildings are kind of going for these days. And there she is. That there is the tallest point in the United States. That is a true fact. Crazy stuff. You're gonna see how big this mall actually is. I've taken some beautiful time lapse in this building. The whale skeleton. Excuse me. All right, let's take a look inside. We're gonna go down that way, but we're gonna walk through this thing. As beautiful of a day as it is, we are gonna walk through this because it's pretty trippy. That's right. And I might want to put my mask back on. I'm gonna slither by like a snake working for the CIA. Look at all these people. Sorry guys, pardon me.
This is the exit.
Is it? I'm sorry about that. Apologies. Sorry guys, pardon me. Wow. And here we are. This is more or less what we envisioned in the future in like the 1920s. When you think of the movie Metropolis, which is actually a very worth watching movie if you haven't seen it. I'm still sort of drinking my coffee, so we're having a slow start, but I got 3 extra batteries on me. I thought I brought all of them, but whatever. Lilu Multipass. I really need to rewatch The Fifth Element. It's a great movie. There's an Apple store. This is a train station, by the way. So there's an Apple store at this train station. There's a whole, like, I don't know actually what any of these other stores are. I don't go shopping as much as I probably should. Let me try to switch my hands, and we're good. Let's get a better look at the rail. As soon as I finish this coffee, I can concentrate on stabilizing this a little bit more. There's a shoe store in a train station in Manhattan. Now, we could look from all angles also on the bottom level too, but we're not going to do that because there are way more cooler things that I want to show you apart from this place. As cool as this place is. You know what this place reminds me of? There's a movie called The Island, which is a Michael Bay movie, if I'm not mistaken, and it stars Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. I highly recommend watching it if you haven't. It is not the greatest movie in the world, but it's certainly entertaining, and I've found myself watching it every so often. It's something that I feel I can come back to. Is it a glass elevator? Yes, it is. That's cool. Oh no, this goes up to the top. I should have waited for that. Oh well, that's okay. Well, New York City. And there's the elevator. Wow, it's going very slowly. I'm glad I didn't wait. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, perfect. I'm exactly where I wanted to be, actually. I didn't realize that it was going to be that accurate. Amazing. I've walked around this area quite a bit now, and I realized how close everything really is down here. What's going on over here? What is this spot? Ooh. That's a nice shot of One World Trade Center. I guess this is a bar? Yeah, a beer garden. I didn't know there was a beer garden here. I wonder what the prices are like. Hey, how much are the prices here? I didn't know that there was a beer garden right here, actually. It's very interesting. Mind if I take a look for a sec? Thank you, thank you. Got here. How are you? Good, good. Just looking at the prices, actually, I didn't realize there was a beer garden here. So.
Oh yeah, we opened up last year.
Oh, so it's very new, actually. Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, actually, it doesn't look terrible in prices. So, like a pitcher, for example, would be how much?
Pitcher?
Yeah.
Oh, we do that by the bottle. We don't do pitchers.
You don't do pitchers, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the wine you can buy the bottle of the wine.
Okay, so the wine would be about $35 to $45, and then like a glass would be $6 to $8 to $11, right?
Yeah, the glass are there. Like the glass are 12 and 14.
Okay. Okay, cool. You guys should have pitchers here if it's a beer garden, like, you know.
I mean, you can get a bucket.
I would love to be a tourist here and just sit down on a bench and just have a big pitcher of beer to share with my friends, you know? And once you install it, you tell them it was my idea, and then I drink here for free. All right, we have a deal. See y'all later. Bye. Lovely people. All right, I'll be back here later, guys. Take care. All right, let's continue down this way. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the show Billions and the show Succession. I'm a pretty big fan of both of them, although I might have some commentary on season 3. And well, Billions is still going right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And Paul Giamatti, you're awesome. If you ever see these videos by some miracle, I'm a fan. Sorry, sir. I gotta say, I kind of regret taking the stabilizer for the GoPro back, but it was just too bulky, honestly. Whoa, why? It was too bulky. It was like, I mean, it fit in my pocket, but it was not too comfortable. If anything, I want to get one of those pocket cameras. Those seem pretty handy and more stabilized, even though this is pretty damn good. Maybe I shouldn't complain. I'm happy with what I have. And that's a parable that everyone should listen to. Maybe. Or not. I don't really care. So we are now heading towards actual Wall Street, and there is a heavy smell of a cannabinoid nature in the air. Now granted that weed is now legal officially in the state of New York for recreational purposes, not just medicinal. I'm very curious. I haven't seen too many shops open up since the legalization, which I believe was last year, but should it be also used sparingly, honestly, if you use it, not in excess. Never a good thing. Now hang on a second. I was under the impression that I was very close to the church, which I thought was this way. That church is very famous, and I believe one of the oldest churches in New York City. Let's see, let's try to find it. I definitely want to make a point to maybe research some of the areas that I check out before I go exploring there, so I have more things that I can talk about besides, you know, just arbitrary things that are off the top of my head, which evidently are usually pretty interesting things. I fancy myself a pretty interesting guy, but you know, it'd be nice to talk more about the city and what's in it. This is a very prominent area that has a lot of history to it, and I, for one, definitely want to know more about it. So, next time. What I'm trying to do is capture the Brooklyn Bridge as we are, as the sun is setting. I think it's about 5 o'clock right now, and the sun may set about 7:30. So we might not make that, and if not, we can enjoy the sunset at there's like a rocky beach off of Dumbo. There's a lot of beautiful cobblestone streets and stuff around there. That's a really nice building. I wonder what the history behind that one is. It sort of looks like the Empire State Building. It's wedged in between these two moderner buildings. This one here looks actually kind of like the one from The Dark Knight. If you guys remember that movie, first off, if you haven't seen that movie, well, you kind of just need to stop watching this right now and just rent it and watch it. But it's a moment where the police are giving they're like a memorial and like a 21 Guts salute thing, and there's a building where all the windows look the same, and there's like a sniper like in one of the windows. So I was always wondering what building they actually use, because I'm 80% sure that they filmed it in Manhattan. Got some skaters right there. Very cool. I can see how this is a good skate park. It's interesting about skating in New York City. There are a lot of areas that actually have spikes on things like this, exclusively so skateboarders don't skate on it. It's an interesting but kind of shitty fix, in my opinion. But whatever. It's amazing how many street food vendors there are in the city. I wonder if there's some website or something that's keeping track of how many there actually are. And to be honest, the food isn't half bad. It's better than you'd think it'd be. Although the thing regarding New York hot dogs, you do have to take with a grain of salt, but it's also kind of true. So just keep that in mind. These are some beautiful streets that one can do film stuff on.
Yeah, let's just
Oh, here's the church. I don't know why I thought I saw it from where I was. And also, why do I feel like my aperture is not as great as it should be right now? But that's okay. Everything's still very visible. So this church, let's see if it actually has anything about it, like at the front.
vibing so hard to that song, and I was like, I gotta change the song out.
It goes on for
1865. These guys just actually raised a good point. Some of these graves are actually from the 1600s, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm curious what the oldest one is here. Can we walk through it? In fact, I think we can. And evidently, I think I'm going to. How do you get there though? Because clearly there are people going this way. Let's find out. I want to. I've never done it before. And that's what these explorer things are all about. Excuse me. Hey, I was wondering if I was able to walk through the...
Oh, sure, of course. You gotta go to the front.
Okay.
You just come through here.
Where's the front entrance?
But you can come to the corner.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nice guy. Okay. It's a shame that it's closed. I'd like to see inside at some point too. Sorry about that, guys. Where is the front entrance? Is the main question. Hey, is this the front entrance? Is this the front entrance?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Just wanted to walk through the garden for a second. Hey, what camera do you have? 7.3?
7.3 with
Yeah.
camera on.
Very nice, very nice. I got a Canon myself. I'm about to break my bank and get an R5C hopefully by next week.
Nice.
I'm not looking forward to how broke I'm gonna be. It's gonna be, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, the architecture, I gotta check that out.
This is a church from a National Treasure movie.
Yes, I actually haven't seen it. And I love Nicolas Cage, and of course you have to. I heard that 2 was the best one.
Well, I think first is even better.
Yeah? All right. I might have to watch that tonight then. You know, like I'm just wandering around the city, finding weird stuff to film. So that's all that. You guys take it easy. See you later. Now this is beautiful. Let's see what the oldest one is here. Maybe actually one of the guards knows. This is one of the most famous cemetery plots in New York City, if I'm not mistaken. These don't even have markings on it. A lot of these don't. Got a good point. I do need to see that movie.
I thought it mattered.
I gotta say, for people who have been buried here, honestly, I feel like it would kind of suck ass to have my like grave area as like a very open tourist attraction. I really want to know what the oldest one here is. I'm very curious. These stones are wicked old. And I feel like this shot would be more artistic if there weren't as many tourists. But whatever. That's New York for you. I'm gonna ask that security guard. I'm sure he knows the answer to this. Maybe I should get a stabilizer again. At least for this one. I mean, it's beautiful, and there's benches. There's like a bench over there on the right hand side. When you make a right and you make a left on this walkway. Hey, can I ask a quick question? What is the oldest stone here?
I am not sure. Basically, that you see us here, the guys here, we just do security and
Sure.
we'll come here.
I figured you guys might take a look at the stones, you know, if you since working here and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, no, we just basically have us in here.
Fair.
As of March, I was saying as of April, the 20th of April, they're looking to opening up the church.
Cool, cool.
The public not only has the option of viewing the courtyard, but also going inside. And
I'm looking forward to that. I definitely want to see what it
if
looks
you get
like
a
inside.
chance,
So.
I was told by a gentleman inside, if you go into the History channel on the computer
Mhm.
and you type in Trinity Church, there's a whole bunch of information.
Trinity Church. Okay.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
pretty cool.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Likewise. Enjoy.
Take care. See you later. All right. He likes his job. That's always a good thing. It's actually kind of a pretty steady job, being a gatekeeper of a cemetery. What are they called again? The people who run cemeteries? Hey, do you know what the oldest tombstone is here? Nah. I feel like they'd be from the 1600s. I just don't know. Like, they're all very old looking. Ooh, that's a nice shot right there. That's a nice shot right there. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, man. See you later. All right, let's go down to the Bull. Welcome to New York. We'll go down to the Bull, and then there's actually a really cool cobblestone street area next block over this way, so we're gonna go that way. But first to the Bull, because we're pretty close. I also, by the way, have gotten new shoes since the last video. I still have those old ones and I love them very much, but they got a little painful to walk with doing this kind of work. These sneakers are called what the hell is the name of it? It's like New Balance or something like that. They're pretty good. They seem to be pushing my feet forward as I'm walking, which is kind of nice. I wonder if it does anything for the stabilization using sneakers this time. I'm not usually a sneaker guy. I usually like getting leather shoes, cowboy boots, loafers. That's about it, really. Smell of weed is very strong right now. But that's become a new thing in New York City. It's just everywhere now. Now that's freaking cool, man. I can't not walk down this at least once. I enjoyed that. And I think it's in good nature to walk back the same exact way. And maybe this time I won't have interference with a lady and her dog if I wanted to make that into a time lapse. And let's go. Nice. Very nice. I really like it when things like that work out. Why does it look so freaking dark? I might have to brighten this up in post. The bull is a very popular attraction in this city. It's amazing. Sorry, man. Pardon me.
Oh my god, sorry.
Is there like a line or something? Is there a line to see this thing? That's crazy. Wow. Wow, look at that. Well, anyway, there's the bull. You gotta wait on line to take a picture of it. And look at that. People just playing with the bull's balls. You know, no big deal. Classy. Classy with a capital K. Uh-huh. All right, now we're gonna walk this way because there's some pretty cool buildings here. Now, I actually really wish I knew what all the iconic buildings in this area are. Unfortunately, I don't. I would totally... I wish I knew Wall Street a little bit more. I only have gotten into stocks fairly recently. And yeah, it's what they call volatile market these days. Like the National Museum of American Indians. That's cool. I actually would like to go to this museum as I have never been there. But not today. Definitely someday soon. We're going to continue down this way just to kind of show the landscape and the buildings. I'll take a moment of silence so that we can all enjoy the beautiful ambiances of New York City, like the sweet sounds of the ambulance in the background and the people yelling at each other across the street. Enjoy. An interesting alleyway. Very interesting alleyway. Ah, motherfucker. I just stepped in a goddamn puddle. That's fucking nasty, dude. That's okay. These things happen. Why didn't I fucking see that? I'm literally gonna dip my freaking toe in the water now. Just so I can wash off whatever the fuck that was. Beep beep to you too, sir. Now, where's that cobblestone street I'm looking for? There's a lot of very interesting buildings in this area. I actually haven't explored half of it. I definitely went to a conference there once. This is a WeWork space. That is a big building. The Dubliner Food, Ale, Wine and Spirits. Another very interesting looking building. It looks residential. Although I don't know how I'd feel about living right on top of a bar. These alley streets look very old, which is super cool. I've never walked around here before.
New York.
New York. Mad Dog and Beans. Dude, Spider-Man lives off of this place. Very quaint little alley. There's a lot of restaurants. Very old lampposts. Very cool. This is a very old looking block. Do you know how old this block is, or like the origins of these buildings by any chance?
But I know this is Harry's Cafe.
Sure.
Would you like to come in for a drink?
Well, I'm on an adventure myself to go towards Dumbo actually, so I'm gonna be, but I have never been down this block before, and I was born and raised in the city, so it's interesting to find new spots like this that look like otherwise the former place of like Jack the Ripper, you know? So
It's owned by, most of it's owned by Harry.
by Harry.
Harry's
I see.
Harry's Cafe is owned by him, Ulysses, what else?
So Harry owns most of the restaurants in this area. It's a very good place to have a restaurant, you know, a chain of restaurants. He must be doing very well. So fair enough. So
He's in Florida.
that means that we can basically take everything we want, and we won't even, I'm totally joking. Okay. All right.
There's a picture of him actually.
Can't, which one is it? Do you mind showing?
The third one?
Third picture down. It is him. This is Harry and his wife. This man here owns pretty much all of the restaurants that we just passed right now, and that's his wife. And this is his restaurant that I will at one point be owning.
So Agent's
American
his
dream.
wife, and he owns Agent's Pizza.
And the pizza place. I'm jealous, genuinely speaking.
Sure you wouldn't wanna?
I'm on a quest right now. And I appreciate it though, and it's a very lovely place actually. I might come back here later on. What time do you guys close?
1 a.m.
1 a.m. What's your name?
Alex.
Carl, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'll be back, Alex. See you later. Bye. Sounds like she needed the business. This is legit Jack the Ripper territory. It's kind of awesome. If I only had my cowboy shoes on. I smell a movie in the making. Well, that was neat. That was very neat. Let's keep walking. Yeah, it's funny. I walk through this area a lot actually, and I've never fully taken the time to appreciate the interesting little alleyways and restaurants and I guess architecture around this area. Switching hands again. Okay, we're gonna walk this way now. Actually a beautiful day out. The reason why I keep moving is a crazy shot. Let's do that one more time. That sun is too much to pass up. That was a really nice shot. I'm gonna take a look at that one later when I upload these. Only problem is my shadow is now in the way. I don't like when my shadow's in the way. It's actually an extremely peaceful street, considering that we're in the heart of Wall Street. I do love the architecture from the 19th century, and I wish they could continue that as time goes on, just to show that you're putting a little more effort into making it look nice instead of, you know, this kind of Art Deco crap. It's like glass building situation. I'm not a big fan. Now, the area that I actually wanted to show you, I actually don't really know how far we are from it. I kind of took a detour just to go down a random alleyway, several, and also getting an unknown liquid substance all over my new shoes. I love how I just said that I got new shoes and I stepped in a puddle, but that's what shoes are for. Okay, so we're pretty close to it. I think we go down this way. And then from this point, we're gonna find our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. Welcome to my butt. In your butt. This is kind of interesting. I like what they did with this. It looks like an old bus from the 1940s or 50s, and it's a gazebo, like You know, the other ones made from COVID. Interesting little intersection to save traffic. Go ahead. A little bit of traffic won't do you no harm. Well, I guess that's that. This looks like a good place to stop. Here in the heart of New York City, the beautiful car flourishes in its natural habitat.
Hello, GoPro.
What up?
Suspicious.
Oh yeah. Someone got drunk a little early. It's amazing how much people want to get famous, so how much they'll treat you nicely once you show you have a camera on you. I think it's this like focus thing. The next hour that I'm gonna do, I gotta fix that a little bit. She was pretty hot though, to be fair. She was quite the looker. But you know, they all are these days. Especially me. Am I able to find that cobblestone street area? I feel like it is an important area. Do I really want to actually go there? I mean, I kind of want to show you guys around, but hang on. Let me find the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm gonna go find that Brooklyn Bridge, which shouldn't be too far. Brooklyn Bridge. Directions. Start. Okay, we're not too far. So we are going to have this guy very graciously let me pass. Thank you, sir. And we're gonna go up this way, and we're actually gonna go, all right, there it is. Is there no way that I can change the focus to be like a macro focus on this while I'm walking and recording at the same time? I don't know if I've talked about the city bikes. I had mixed feelings on them before, but after trying them, I appreciate them, especially the pedal assist. It's more convenient than I was expecting it to be. I don't know why I wanted a shot of that, but I did. And I usually just go with my instincts on things. Here we going the right way? Technically, I can't tell. I guess we are, yeah. We actually have a few blocks to go before we get to the entrance. So. That one has interesting tops of the buildings to the edges there. Looks kind of like a castle. Are you? Very good. What's it say? Where am I going? I think I'm going the right way. This street says Nassau Street. Now, interesting story about the name Nassau. I just finished watching a pirate documentary series on Netflix. I think it's called The Lost Pirate Kingdom. And it was actually really good. This is Liberty Place. I want to make a note of that because this looks like it's going to be a cool little alleyway. And it's pretty cool. Could be cooler. But, you know, all for the greater good. The greater good. And look how old this building is. Well, it doesn't look too old, but I feel like this building was definitely here in the early 1900s. This brown one right here with the fire escape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 floors up. Looks similar to buildings in my area. Yeah, thank you very much. Sometimes it's good to say thank you and allowing you to jaywalk. 2 slices and a soda for $5 is not bad, but I think they're getting those prices because this is technically a dollar pizza shop, and dollar pizza is actually an important part of New York, oddly enough. Like almost as important as the hot dogs vendors. So okay, we're actually back to where we started. Let's figure out where we're going from here. Okay, so we actually have to go back up this way anyway. Now, if I remember correctly, the street that I'm looking for is here. I believe it's 1 block this way. Right?